1 2 3 microphone check. 1 2 3 microphone check. Now we have sound. Hello guys and welcome to my channel QANSIGLIERE. Today I'm going to implement a bunkers rounding in Google Sheets. Yeah, a few days ago I faced what we do not have such function or functionality into Google Sheets, but from my point of view it's a very popular solution. So we are going to change it. But at the beginning of this conversation, let me remind you guys what you have a great opportunity to contact me and ask any questions directly. To do it, you just need to open my YouTube channel, click here to get access to all available links, and just click on the first link. It will open a new Google form where you can write your questions and send them to me. From my side, I'm going to review all your questions and try to answer them in the next videos. So, what we are going to implement today. Today we are going to work on rounding issue what I faced in Google Sheet. Actually, Google Sheet doesn't have a bunkers rounding. How it works? For demonstration purpose, let's create a new Google Sheet. Let's call it rounding. And how regular rounding works. For instance, if we have the third digit after the dot 5, this value will be round up. It's regular rounding, right? But in case of bunker rounding, if the third digit after dot is 5, it should be round down. This is the main idea what we should implement today. Let me demonstrate how it works right now. I'm going to copy some values and let's check such solution. 1 6 0 0 5 6. Alright, we prepare the table and can discuss the issue. Regular rounding works in the following way. We check the third digit after the dot, and this digit is equal to 5 or more, we will round up this value. If it's less than 5, we will round down. A bunkers rounding works in a little bit another way. If the third digit is 5 or less, we will round down. If the third digit after the dot is 6 or higher, we will round up the value. Let me demonstrate it. So, how works the regular rounding? Let's choose two cells, let's choose format, number, and let's choose accounting option. As you can see, 045 float value will be rounded to 05, 055 will be rounded to 06. In our case, our expected result will be, with bunkers rounding, we should have 04 and 05 value here, and here we should have 005, 006. Let's check the regular rounding here. As you can see, it works in the current way, but it doesn't work in the current way. So let's name it accounting. Expected bunkers rounding. And these values we will use for testing of our algorithm. What we are going to use for implementation? We are going to use the Google Sheet itself. So what we are going to do? As I described before, we should validate the third digit after the dot. And we should define what is it. Is it 5 or less, or it's 6 or more and higher? So let's do the following action. First of all, Let's take the current value and multiply it on 100. Let's do the same trick here. And let's repeat the same step here. Okay, it's done. By this action, we can see what is placed on the third place after the dot. Now, next step, we need to get somehow this number after the dot. So what we are going to do? We are going, first step, to convert this value to text. Let's do the following command to text. And let's do the same stuff here. To text. Done. Now we changed the number value to the text value. What we can do with the text value? Right, we can use a regexp search. How it works? We will apply regexp function. Let's start typing it. It will be regexp extract. Right, and we should provide text value. Next argument is the request itself. In our case, it will be /dot. It means this one part. And now we should expect another digit after the dot. Let's do it here. Let's copy this approach here. Sorry. After completion. Okay. Done. By using regexp extract method, we can get the value what matches to regexp request. And last one part. Done. So what should be the next step? We should get rid of the dot, right, to get the number itself. For this purpose, we will use substitute method. It's some kind of like replace method what we have for strings in JavaScript. Let's apply it. Let's call substitute. Now we should provide the value. We should provide the request, which should be removed, and we should provide expected result. Done. Almost done it here. All right, done. So what we did, we took the initial value, multiplied it by 100, converted this value to the string, used regex to get some value after the dot, removed the dot value, and right now we have the string value, what right now equals to 5 or 6. Now we should validate, is it equal and less than 5, or is it equal to 6 or upper. But we should keep in mind what this value, it's a string value, and we should convert it to number value. How to do it? We should use function value. Value method, it will convert a string value to number value. And last one. Done. So now we can validate, is this number it's equal to 5 or not, it's equal to 6 or not, and so on. So in this case we should apply method if. How it will work? It should be if initial value. If this request is true, what we should do? If it's equal or less than 5, we should do round down. We took initial value and we should show 2 digits after the dot. But if this value, if its request is false, we should do round up A3, and we will round it to 2 digits after the dot. Okay, it's done. Let's apply the same approach here. If value, if this value is equal or less than 5, we do round down. And show 2 digits after the dot. If it's false, we do round up. And let's copy this formula here, but change argument to A9. And A10. Voila! Now you can see how by using Google Sheets formulas we can create our own method, and this method will work as a bunker rounding. As you can see, we applied this method to this digit, we received 04 value after the dot, here 05, 05 and 06. So it works well, right? But what will happen if we put any integer value here? As you can see, our method doesn't work. How to solve this issue? Here we should apply additional if, and we should compare, is integer value from this cell, does it equal to itself? If yes, we do rounding. If not, sorry, if it is equal to itself, we should return itself value because it's integer, but if it's false, we will return bunkers rounding. Let's do the same stuff here. Done. that's it. Now we implemented the bunkers rounding in Google Sheets, and we use for it already existing functions what Google Sheet can provide. I hope this video is useful for you guys. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to like this video and left your comments. See you later, guys. Have a nice week. Bye.